Hey everyone, Juan Valdez here, and in this video, I wanted to go over Google Ads for e-commerce in 2019. Now, I wanted to start this video by saying that Google Ads has been my favorite traffic channel to utilize within the last year specifically. I've spent a lot of time learning all the ins and outs of it, and some of you guys may have already seen my previous videos where I go over Google Ads and how it's been working for me. But I wanted to create more content around it because again, it's been one of my favorite traffic channels that's been generating insane results, and I'm going to actually show you guys in just a second. Now, I know a lot of you guys that are watching this video, you're either looking to start your own e-commerce business or you're already getting results in e-commerce, but you're obviously looking to generate more sales and increase revenue for your business. Now, I personally know that a lot of people in the e-commerce space really focus on just teaching people about, or talking about how you should utilize just Instagram or just Facebook ads or just those two, right? And I believe that those are great traffic channels. I use those as well on a day-to-day basis. But one of the things I don't agree on much is that you should only depend on those traffic channels to get all of your traffic and get in front of all your potential customers. I do think that you should utilize other potential traffic channels that could work for you in your business. There's Snapchat ads, Pinterest ads, email marketing, Google ads, YouTube ads. Like, there's so many different traffic channels that that are out there that could really help you increase sales in your business and get you in front of the right customers with the right messages. So I'm not going to spend time talking about those specifically. I'm going to focus on this video on really going over Google Ads and just cover some specifics. I put together some things that I'm going to be going over here, so we'll just get right into it. So let's get started. So Google Ads for e-commerce in 2019. I wanted to start off just by showing you guys inside of this ad account here. So right here, this is the ad account that we have been running since February of this year specifically, and then up to date, we're still actively using it. But I wanted to show you guys some of the results, right? Because it's incredible to see. You can see that total, we spent roughly $19,800 and we've generated a total of $223,000. So, I want to talk a little bit about, why we're able to get these kind of results specifically on Google Ads versus, for example, let's say Facebook and Instagram ads. Because I've made videos where I go over like some of the results that we're getting in our e-commerce business with using Facebook and Instagram ads. And obviously those are good too, but Google is like triple the results that we're getting. So I think on Facebook, on average, we're getting like a 3 to 4x return on investment or return on ad spend. But on Google, on average, we're getting an 8 to 9x return on our ad spend. So it's like insane. But I want to spend some time talking about why we're able to get that kind of return on Google Ads specifically. So some of you guys may be familiar with this, but for those of you guys that aren't, when it comes to e-commerce or any business, there's a sales funnel that basically, all you have to walk all your prospective customers through. So typically there's 3 levels of a sales funnel. You have top of funnel, middle of funnel, and then bottom of funnel. Top of funnel is really where you're focused on creating awareness around the products or your brand and getting people to know who you are, right? And the products that you have to offer. And that's really what you focus on. And primarily for top of funnel, we do focus a lot more of using Facebook and Instagram ads for top of funnel, getting in front of brand new people. And the reason why is because it works really well actually to do so. As far as middle of funnel in the consideration phase, this is typically when you're focused on marketing to people that have already interacted with your business. They've already visited your website. Maybe they already added to cart. Maybe they saw some content from your brand or they saw other ads for the products you have to offer. Typically in this, when you're working with people that are in this level of awareness, this is where we really focus on utilizing Google Ads, right? Because right now, typically what happens is like people will see ads for products all the time, on Facebook or Instagram, let's say, right? Or maybe YouTube or any platform. Typically, the regular buyers, typically the way that it works is like some people will buy from the ad right there and then, right? If it's a good offer, if they're in a buying environment, if they're in a buying mood, like they're gonna buy. But then there's going to be some people that don't buy. There's going to be some people that they want to learn a little bit more about the brand or the website they're looking at before they feel comfortable enough to actually move forward and make a purchase. So typically the next thing they do is that they go on Google to learn more about the product and the brand and the website. And so on average, when if you're not showing up on Google after somebody's already seen your ads on other platforms, and you are leaving a lot of traffic and opportunity on the table. But the reason why we're getting these kind of results with Google Ads is because the ads that we're running for Google, they're really focused around people that have already seen our products or our brand before. So that's how we're able to get those kinds of results. This video, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the sales funnels, but bottom of funnel basically is where you're really focused on when people have already seen you a few times, and you're really just focused on getting those last few touches and interactions to actually get them to to make the decision and purchase from you. But I wanted to clarify on that because Google Ads works really well. It's important to know what traffic channels you should use for different things, right? And different levels of awareness and getting in front of new people. We actually don't focus on going after like a lot of cold traffic, meaning getting in front of people that don't know who we are with Google Ads. Actually, we do a majority of that with Facebook and Instagram ads. So I wanted to kind of show you guys the differences. Now, successfully selling your products and services relies on your ability to get in front of as many people as possible. And so again, on average, people that see products on on the internet or anywhere, they want to typically, again, some people will buy, but some people need a little bit more information. And so if they're going on Google, you want to make sure you're there, because if not, if somebody else is running ads for the products you have to offer, people are lazy. They're not going to go back and look for the exact brand that they saw on the internet. Like if they're showing up first and it looks just as good, they're going to go with it. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But there's still one more way to get noticed. By leveraging the power of Google Ads, you get in front of people who are already searching for the types of products and services you have to offer. So one of the things I like about Google Ads is that there's a specific niche or a specific space in the marketplace, in the e-commerce, that you can tap into. So if you see products that are already doing really well online, meaning that they're already getting like a lot of interest, like that people are already advertising, and they're really advertising a lot. Like for example, I know that recently, within the last few months, like the posture correctors have been like really popular in e-commerce, right? People that are drop shipping it, and then the people that are also branding the posture correctors. Those products, since a lot of people are already creating a lot of awareness on Facebook and Instagram, because they're really focused on getting in front of brand new people and going after cold traffic, that leaves a lot of opportunity. Because what happens is, again, some people will buy from Facebook and Instagram, but the people that don't buy, that want to learn a little bit more about posture correctors and the brand that they saw running ads, they're going to go on Google. And so again, a lot of the time, not all those people are going to remember the exact brand that they saw on Facebook and Instagram. So the next thing they do is, anyone else that's available that's running ads on Google, they end up actually clicking on their ads and buying from them. So I like Google Ads because, again, you can come in and not even have to focus on driving a lot of cold traffic, with Facebook and Instagram ads. You can arbitrage and utilize the traffic that other people are already driving to all these products and creating awareness around, and capitalize on them advertising to brand new people on Facebook and Instagram. So that's just something that to kind of keep in mind if you're thinking about getting into e-commerce, or if you're just getting started. Like one of the things you can do is look for products that there's already a lot of interest being shown in, or that people are already actively advertising a lot. So but what are Google Ads? Some of you guys may be asking, because there are a few different types of Google Ads, and it's important to understand which ones are which, and which ones you should utilize, and what they do and how they work. So Google Ads are everywhere. You'll find them at the top of search engine results, result pages, on the side of web pages, and even in YouTube videos. So obviously, if you Google something, a specific term or anything that is relevant, you're probably going to see that there's ads being ran for that term. And typically, the very first listing that shows up on the search engine result page is an ad, because ads, people that are paying to show up for keywords or search terms, automatically show up first. Web pages, if you ever see like display banners, I'm going to show you guys some examples, but if you're ever like on the Forbes or a news website, and on the side of the page there is a banner that shows up for a product that you maybe were looking at, or a product you may be interested in, or just an ad in general, those are called display ads. And then YouTube videos, if you ever look, obviously you get hit with YouTube ads that show up before video starts, and then or you also see like a banner on the right hand side of an ad that's being advertised on YouTube. So I'll show you guys some more examples now. There are five kinds of ads to choose from. You have Google search ads, Google display ads, Google shopping ads, video ads, because obviously Google owns YouTube, and you have universal app ads. We will be focusing on the top three, which is going to be searching, display, and shopping. Those are the three that I think, if you're in the e-commerce space, or you have a business in general, you should kind of focus on the most initially. But I would say primarily, like for e-commerce, like Google Shopping, hands down, is like the best performing one. And we'll spend some time talking about why. Now, Google search ads, these are the ads that appear at the top of Google searches. If someone searches, for example, the best hiking shoes, you'll see that first, the images that are showing up are actually Google Shopping ads. We'll talk about that. But the second, if you keep scrolling down, the first thing you're going to see at the very top is actually an ad. So you see that Whistler Summer Hiking Trails. You can see right under the word Whistler, it says ad. That's a Google search ad. The one in the bottom, I have it highlighted, but that's a mistake. That is not an ad. That's a regular listing that's on there. But you can see on average, if you're running an ad, your listing will always show up first underneath the Google Shopping ads if it's an e-commerce product. If it's not an e-commerce product, then your listing will just show up automatically at the top of the list or the top of the page. When you run Google ads, your ads appear at the top of the list of search results. The difference between these ads and the other search results is you pay to be seen, while standard search results show up based on the SEO ranking. So other people, the reason why I'm not a huge fan of SEO is because for SEO, you have to depend on Google giving you the ranking and the traffic. I'd rather just pay to show up first every single time. But Google search ads can supplement your other marketing efforts because they appear when people are already searching for products like yours. By paying for an ad, you make sure that your products are seen first before your competitors. So I've gone over a few in another video you guys can check out where I go over Google ads. I've gone over one main campaign that you should focus on, which is a brand search campaign, which is basically making sure that whenever anybody searches up the name of your brand or your website, you automatically show up first. And that's one campaign that you definitely want to run if you are running any kind of business, actually, because it will pick up traffic from people that are actively looking for you. And if you don't rank for people that are actively looking for you, and somebody else will, and they'll end up taking traffic from people that are actively looking to buy from you instead. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Now, Google Display Ads. Google Display Network reaches 90% of internet users worldwide across millions of websites, news pages, blogs, and Google sites like Gmail and YouTube. So if you look here, I have highlighted a few of like Google ads, Google Display ads that are showing up like on this website. For example, here are 3 different banner ads that are showing up, and this is what they look like. I'm sure some of you guys have seen them before. We mainly utilize Google Display ads for remarketing and we're retargeting. Basically, we run these specific ads for people that have already shown interest in the products or our brand or our website. And so we don't really focus on cold traffic for display ads. We really just utilize it for, again, just following up with people that have already shown interest in what we have to offer. Now, Google Shopping ads. These are by far my favorite kinds of ads to run. Google Shopping ads are displayed when a user searches for a product in Google. They appear along the top or often in the upper right-hand side of a search results page. And I'll show you guys an example right in the next slide. Shopping ads can also be found by clicking the Shopping tab. What we really care about is the 1 through 8 shopping ads that appear on the Google search results page. That's where the real magic happens. So here's some examples of the different placements. So on the top left, you can see that, again, if you type in the best hiking shoes, first thing that shows up are Google Shopping ads, right? Then the next example right next to it shows you, if you look up hiking shoes, how the hiking shoes show up on the right-hand side. Then if you look at the bottom left, this is the cool part. Google actually just recently rolled this out in the last few months. Now, because they understand that people go on Google actively looking for images of different things, they're also running Google Shopping ads on the image tab. If you click on images for a specific product, first thing that shows up is Google Shopping ads. And the reason why that's super exciting is because a lot of people use Google to look for images for certain products and a lot of things in general. So having ads show up there is huge, because now anybody that went on Google and didn't search anything up, or wasn't looking through like the search result listings, they were looking for images, your ads are showing up as on there as well, your shopping ads. And what I wanted to show you guys is here is an example of like how ads show up on mobile. This is super important because if you look at Google Shopping ads on mobile, you can see that it takes up the majority of the page actually. And this is why Google ads work extremely well on desktop or mobile, and like why I personally love them so much, because they take up a lot of real estate, meaning that they take up a lot of space either, again, on the desktop or mobile, and they allow you to basically show images of your product, describe your product, show the pricing, show the brand, talk about if you're offering free shipping, and a lot more. And by far, we're getting the best results out of Google Shopping ads compared to any of our other campaigns. So if there's any one campaign that you should run, it should be Google Shopping, because it's, for e-commerce specifically, it's the best kind of campaign you can run. And again, we're getting insane results from running Google Shopping ads. And the best part about Google Shopping is that you also don't have to be good at learning how to make create like ad creatives. Like for Facebook, you have to know about what, how to make good image ad creatives and good video ads creatives. And for the videos, you have to know how to edit these videos and how to include things that will make people stop and watch the entire video, things like that. And that takes obviously a lot more skill, and that's why you can get a lot more results. But with Google Shopping, you actually don't even have to make the creatives, right? Because the way that Google Shopping works is Google pulls the images that you have, and Google pulls the information that you have from your website or your store, and it uses that to create the ads. And so you can obviously edit the images that show up, things like that, but you don't have to be the one manually creating every single one of these individual ads. So that's also pretty cool. The last thing is that your success as an e-commerce business owner relies on your ability to attract new customers at an acceptable cost. Google Shopping ads are one of the leading traffic sources that can give you a competitive edge. Google Shop, we're getting on average a lot cheaper cost per purchase on Google than I am on Facebook, right? And again, it kind of makes sense though, because like on Facebook, I'm really focused on advertising to people that don't know who I am, right? I mean, yeah, we do retargeting on Facebook, and those campaigns do really well, but the majority of our Facebook ads is focused around getting in front of brand new people that don't know who I am, and so that's why the cost is a little bit higher. But yeah, Google. Again, the return we're getting from there, I showed you guys like firsthand. It's absolutely incredible. So I'd recommend you guys check it out. I wanted to leave you guys with 2 free tools. One of the tools that you can use is called Keyword Research. It's a free Google Chrome extension that you can download, and it basically shows you the search volume right under the Google search bar of any keyword you put in. So one of the ways that I do product research on figuring out what products I should run Google ads for is by simply typing in the name of the product on Google search and seeing like how much search volume is the product getting monthly. Because that's good to know, because if there's already a lot of demand for the product, well, I can already kind of predict the success of my Google ads, right? And then the other thing I wanted to leave you guys with is a free $100 AdWords coupon. So I'm going to put this coupon below the video. It's completely free to get. If you actually just Google like free $100 Google AdWords coupon, you can actually get it for yourself, and you can actually use that coupon, as an extra $100 to advertise and test out Google ads for yourself in your e-commerce business. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know that we covered a lot. What I wanted to also say is that I did recently open up a masterclass, a Google Ads masterclass, showing you guys all the ins and outs of e-commerce, the exact campaigns that I'm setting up, how I'm running them, how I'm optimizing them, like everything from A to Z, right? And so if you want to learn more about that, there's going to be a link below this video where you can check out the masterclass. Yeah, I forgot to almost mention that. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys got any value, I'd appreciate if you dropped a like. Any questions you guys have about Google Ads or any other kinds of trainings or modules you'll want to see in regards to Google Ads and e-commerce, drop it down in the comments below. And again, if you haven't already, join the family, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.